related to digitalization. Okay, so basically I am going to share my own experience, whatever I am using it from almost last 1 year. So if I can do it, you can do it. That confidence I want to show it, instead of showing completely too much of only presentation. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me here. Before I start anything, I'll show you what usually one can do it. Okay. And this presentation is prepared free of cost using a free tool. Many people are not aware that you can prepare presentations free of cost without any limitations. Okay, you don't require any too much of knowledge to prepare presentations. For example, Gamma, if you see, there are restrictions, you have to pay too much of amount and so on. My first question is, like, how many of you have some handwritten notes and you want to convert that into textbook styled professional notes, so that you can a first step of creating e-content, that if you have some your actual notes, okay, handwritten or whatever way, even if it is typed, but not in professional format. Question is, can we convert that into formally in the form of textbook format? The answer is yes. Again, there are free tools which one can use it, but how many of we are using is the first question. Then, whoever teachers are here, if we teach one subject last semester or 1 year back, this time you are doing it again, whether you are revising your teaching lecture notes or the way you speak or the way you present, or you continue as it is like last year, you share your notes even 10-15 years before, now also you share the same notes. Those three questions one should ask ourselves. Okay, it is not sufficient if we update the curriculum. It is most important is teacher need to be updated. Most of the time are students, so at least you will understand what is my concern as a teacher. Okay, then second one, which is useful for students, how many teachers are giving you extra material after their lectures? Okay, whether they are providing any extra material where you can understand more things and you will get interest in that particular subject. Because everything in closed room for in a 1 hour and maximum 45 hours in a semester, is it sufficient to discuss everything regarding that particular subject? Obviously no. Even I can say 30-40% of that we can discuss. Remaining things students should able to do it on their own. For that, as a mentor, what I am contributing to you. Okay, what type of materials I am providing you, so that you will get some motivation. Once you get motivation, nobody will stop you to learn. Okay. Again, there are things which are very, very helpful. One at present is like Notebook LM. I don't know how many of you know about Notebook LM. It is a boon for students, teachers, administrators, everyone. But we are not aware. And it has a free plan also. And one institution can buy a pro version if they need it or they like it. Because everything getting free is also not good, because they are business people, they need also. But I really appreciate Microsoft, Google. They have their dedication towards education. They provide many things free of cost. Okay, so I know how much I use it. Microsoft provides too many things for education free of cost. Gemini provides, means Google, and some other like Canva also provide for education. But are we using it up to the extent they are providing? Everybody use ChatGPT, right? AI means only one word, ChatGPT. Okay, it became famous, so no problem. But are we stick to only that part? How much it is useful for us is most important. Another one, if because I try to relate wherever there is a topic to that scenario. This is EMRC, so e-content video creation. If we have some ideas rough drafted notes, lectures, or you are having to think of preparing a e-content, are there any tools which can help you to draft it in better way? Then this is the most one, because in the inaugural session somebody said, CEC director said, you should have a collaboration. So if you want to have a collaboration, first of all you should showcase your skills to the world. Okay. So the best way is you should have your own website, web page, okay, which is free of cost. And again, thanks to digitalization technology, you can provide, I mean, you can create, anyone can create a website free of cost without knowing any single word of coding. But how many of are using it? Okay. Why web page matters? When I was a student, when I joined as a teacher newly at that time, I used to refer some people, teachers from IIT or even foreign. The first way is we go to their web page and see whether they have any lecture notes, whether they have any videos, so that that particular topic, if I am having a difficulty, I can learn from them. Okay. So you can show your skills, your teaching, your experience, research, administrative, through the freely available websites. As I said, Google provides free of cost websites, but we don't use it. We pay lakhs of rupees even for organizing a conference. One pay lakhs and create a website from them. If you give half of their money, we are ready to provide free of cost. Then some of you are administrators here. You want to do so much of physical work where your mind is not required. So at that time, why can't we use AI tools to streamline your process and save your time, so that you can spend your valuable time in another? Because most of the time teachers are given administrative tasks, so they are struggling with time for research, teaching, innovation, everything. Okay. This is another important one for students. UGC is making too much importance to curb the plagiarism. Plagiarism means if you copy someone's work, then it comes under that plagiarism, which is very, very dangerous, and UGC is not at all giving it any chance. Even there are cases, some of the vice chancellors of universities have been removed because of plagiarism cases. Okay, that much serious those things. So there are again some tools you can utilize it. And I, in my presentation, whatever I show, there are more than 10-12 tools which I use it. But you may not use it today itself. I suggest you to use 1, 2, 3, then you can start using it. Okay. But I'll share this PPT to all of you, so that even names you will know. If you search it in YouTube, you will get everything. Okay. Let me show you whatever these questions I have posed. I have answers for all of those things. For example, this is my home page, web page, which is developed based on Google, free of cost. And you can edit on your own how you want your website. Just based on that, you can design. You don't require any coding. This is my personal website which I designed. It has everything. Okay. Not only that, I also have some research. So anyone can see my research, starting from year-wise publications, whether they are listed in some Scopus or Web of Science. Because nowadays administration too much responsibilities, but there is no recognition as such. But still we handle. So at least I have at least 20 responsibilities in my university. Many things I have not written here. Okay. Happy to say that after COVID, at least 100 talks I have given. You can, and several times I missed because organizers are not giving certificate. So we forget, and without certificate I cannot claim. So if they don't give honorarium, it is fine, but they should give certificate. Like this, at least I think 30-40 sessions I missed. Then if you see here, online teaching resources, I made several things which are available here. You can learn. What is most important is like teaching. What CEC is offering or what SWAYAM is offering, we are also offering, but not through that CEC. For example, here I have 6 courses designed. Anyone can see it free of cost. mathematics it is. Okay. You can see here there is a syllabus and topics are there. This side video, if you just click on video, if you click on PDF, you can go through that particular topic. Okay. This is all I have what I can say updated. Okay. You can have what was earlier. I will just show earlier how it was. Okay. Here itself it is there. Earlier I used to take lots of efforts to update in this table format. Okay. When in 2022 there was not, or I was not aware of AI at that time, I used to do it manually and upload as a table format. Now, whereas if I just give the links, then this AI will help us to do it in best possible way. You can, if you think, you can revise this. If you think, you can revise this, right? So what I feel is you can have your own content. You can show the anywhere that, because I have YouTube channel also. More than 13,000 teachers and students mostly are followers. And several times they even reply now. During Corona, I uploaded 5 courses on my YouTube channel. Now also people keep commenting, sir, your lecture is useful. I am happy that my, because so many colleges, they don't have teachers. Okay. So many places, they don't have expertise in that particular subject. So if they, whenever they come across those lectures, they happily give the comment. And as a teacher, I feel that that is the best recognition, reward one can get as a teacher. Okay. So I see that more than I think 5 or 6 lakhs views for my YouTube channel, only education. And as you all know, monetization, one can have money, one can earn money through YouTube, but for education, I have completely disabled it. Any mathematics lecture you see it, you will see it without any interruption. And because I earn money, that is more than sufficient. But students and others can get it. This is one thing I want to say, and this I prepared using a free open source AI tool. I will show that. I will demonstrate. As I said, I am not showing any PPT, but I will be showing. This is the conference website. Recently, we have organized 13-14 February. Everything myself designed, okay, with the help of these things. Whatever you see here, paper presentations, more than 170 paper presentations. You can find the paper presentation of each and every participants with all the details. How we did it, I am the only single person who handled all the tasks. Not to exaggerate or not to highlight myself, but to say that how a technology can help you. Okay. Most of the time, you talk to AI properly, what you want. Then remaining work, it can do better. Right. This is first one. We also released that during our conference, e-souvenir. I just want to show here how good it looked like. You can have the technology like flip book, and here it looks even better because your screen is too wider. So one can have. And why I am showing here, just like this conference, we have 160 paper presentations. Everybody submitted in their Word format. Formatting everything 160 and bringing into a book format is not an easy task. I don't know how many days it will take and how many people work there. But only one person has prepared this souvenir. Not even single person is involved in completing this book. In anything you see, it is well textbook format, abstract is prepared souvenir. I'll come to the most important one for students, how a teacher can provide things in better way. This course I am teaching to my students, and during Corona, we used to take digital courses, lectures, and this is how I have written. This is my handwritten notes, which I have shared with all my students, which is available also. Okay. Now, how many of you think that this can be converted into typed and especially mathematics symbols? Because if you have a text, copying or using converting to English is very easy. Whereas if you have symbols, mathematical notations, and some diagrams and so on, copying and converting is not an easy task. But you can do this. I'll show here. So this is the notes, my lecture notes, which is handwritten here. has been converted to a proper textbook type notes, which we can call it as an one of the component of e-content or MOOCs development PDF. Okay, it says introduction, then a result, okay, and the main result it has converted. Okay, and I shared this to my students. I have shared both. Okay, not only that, after my lecture I prepared this presentation to my students based on my only notes. See, everything you try to understand, I am not generalizing anything by taking from internet. If you do that, there is no point, you are not unique. First of all, you should have the matter. You should have your brain, you should have your matter, you should have your information ready. Then AI will help you to content that. You should not ask, give me that proof. Okay, it will give proof, but it is not yours. As a teacher or as a student, you should have your own ideas that can be formulated using your AI. That's why, as a CEC director said, collaborator, your AI should be a collaborator. Okay, and it cannot replace your mind. It can only assist your mind, and it will only help in doing your physical task. Okay, you see that this is how I just take a minute. Once you see, if I share this to, for example, my students, it will, whatever I have explained, this has explained in infographic style way. Okay, where after my lecture, if they see this class, students will understand even better. Okay, and I don't have any problem. My my aim is every student should understand it. Okay, so I can provide whatever way I can do it, and if anybody is from mathematics or statistics, computer science, they will understand such type of things easily. But how one can do things is the most important way, which we cannot do it manually. I can say almost impossible. We cannot prepare such type of presentations to provide students, right? And this is just one lecture. It has prepared around 11 slides, 10 slides. So why don't you think, as a teacher, when we want to build India, the capacity building is most important. And let me tell you, first of all, because of this, as a teacher, you will improve yourself. I have learned several things. Earlier, what we think that we know everything, or we know we are good at this particular topic, but once we start using it, we are going to learn new things from new dimensions. So I am very happy that I am not only giving information to students, in fact, I am learning many things. Okay, even this here, I uploaded this one and I asked, go through this and see whether are there any corrections. So it has pointed out one correction which is exactly wrong. Okay, and I know that once after go through that, I know that it is a wrong one. By mistakenly I have written, or because of live lectures at that time online, so I might have said something, I might have written different way, but it has identified this is wrong, and you can correct it. That means it helps to correct our things without any hesitation. One should accept it. Okay, fine. Then before going to any other, administration. So recently in our Senate meeting, our Vice Chancellor is supposed to give a presentation, and being an IQAC director, I am supposed to prepare a presentation. So this is our building, and we want to, actually this thing is not there. Whatever we are seeing here, it is not there. So only building was there. Then I uploaded this image building, and I mentioned that I want beautification of this school exterior. You prepare, and I have given there should be space to sit students, interact, and so on. And it has designed beautifully. Okay. Abhi interior designer wala ko, there is a problem for interior designer, architecture. Okay, because it is taking there, but you should have. Then again, I am not happy because here there is a, if you see this building here, this wall is of mud and all, because it is original. But I said I don't want, you just polish this and give me. Then it has polished even that walls and all, it made it everything clear. And this building I just used for presentation. And not just like this, let me show you. This is on 9th March. Let me show this important one. Because how it creates. Our idea is to have that walking path, a shaded walking path, which connects schools, hostels, guest house to library. That is our idea. So what I did, I went everywhere, I took these photos and I uploaded there, and I said that I want this to be shown. This is our idea which we are going to develop. Now you see that it has started everywhere. This one here, school, hostel they are going, and that is from guest house, that is from another school, and that is our central library. It is connecting from every school. Okay. So how much information you can pass on in a presentation? Okay. That it is almost impossible, and everywhere we have made sure that we have not generated these images just from AI. If you see, that is our university main building. And we have actually ground, but we don't have this tracking. So I want to create an athletic track by keeping everything same. So this is as if like if we construct this one, it will be same way. Okay. So creating something completely new, it doesn't make much sense. You use your resources and take the help of AI. And that is how I prepared presentation, and everybody is actually happy, because creating something in a shorter time is not. And I used Gemini AI to create images, and ChatGPT also. One place I appreciate ChatGPT, which is good at creating images. Okay, maybe only creating images I can say in free version. Because in teaching and research academics, I observe that ChatGPT lacks, especially in their free version. If you pay their pro version, plus version, you will get it more benefits. Okay. One of the participant is here. He has given me some handwritten notes. Morning only. Whatever I am showing here, this is the morning sir shared with me. He said, sir, I want to prepare such type of thing in as it is format. I said, it is not a problem. It is easy. Then he shown me this also. We just uploaded here and asked to convert that in Telugu as well as English language. It has converted into this one. Even it has used this Telugu font also. But then sir said, sir, here I want 4 columns. Then we mentioned that the answer part layout is changed from the actual image. You try to keep as it is format. Okay. Then it has changed, it understood, and it has changed this question format into 4 columns, answer format. Okay. So what we required, if you keep talking to AI, it will change. You may not get in first attempt itself. Okay. Now for this, and most of the time I use DeepSeek. DeepSeek is completely free and open source, but still we don't use it. We use only ChatGPT. Maybe because ChatGPT is from US and DeepSeek is from China. Okay. For our 1 minute, keeping all political whatever matters aside, as a student, as a teacher, if you get benefit from some tool, okay, which you can use it. Can we use it or not? Huh? No, we don't use it because it is from China. Are you still thinking in that mode? Then I cannot say anything. You go ahead. And for your kind information, any personal information you are not supposed to upload on any public domain. Neither on ChatGPT or DeepSeek or Google, anywhere. Our data is already in everybody's hand. We are already at risk. We only keep our photo, selfie photo with beautiful one on Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, everywhere. Okay, then people will misuse that and we will start crying ourselves. We are giving the source. Until unless you post your images public, nobody can take from you. Okay, digital, nowadays cyber security is coming. Everybody you will receive, click on this, you will receive 50,000 reward points, you can buy something. Immediately we will click it. And we will share OTP also. People will call, and to update your credit card or a debit card, you need to update your details. OTP will confirm. We will give it. In this technological world, I am from mathematics. I know how mathematics play important role in security systems. Nobody can take even 0.01 paisa from you until unless you give it. Every scam happens because of your agreement only that you are giving it. You are going in trap. Somebody will try to convince you that you are going to get something free, so you give these details. Okay. So why I said this, when something is free and it is open source, for your kind information, you see, I asked some question here. After that, it has taken 18 seconds to thought that what user is asking. This is called deep mode, deep research. So you will understand how AI actually works, how AI tackles a problem step by step. That very few, what I can say, AI agents will provide. In ChatGPT, you cannot see how it is addressing things, how it is started. You can see how, okay, the user is pointing out a mistake and so on. Then the user is correct, I have to do this. So it gives a step-by-step logical reasoning. There DeepSeek outperforms. And second one, if anybody thinks that if you have a good computer, say suppose 32 GB RAM, an administration university like Usman University can have, DeepSeek can install locally. Without internet, you can use DeepSeek. There you can upload any personal data you want. It will be there only on your computer. So any institution can use actually DeepSeek without any data privacy concerns, because once it is there in your laptop, once it works without internet, that means your data is only available in your computer. Okay. So DeepSeek is one such free and open source software where you can use your DeepSeek entirely on your local computer. This is recently in some HRDC I have given a talk. At that time they asked, sir, urgently you give some 5 questions. Basically what we had to do, I have uploaded my presentation which is of around 30 to 40 pages. Now setting a question, trying to give multiple choice and setting an answer, for that I don't require much. I have asked this AI to generate from my content only. Remember, I have updated, I have not asked any general 5 questions. It has given me questions and I have gone through it, and if I am not, I can ask more. I can ask more questions and whatever I think I can give it. Then one more important thing I want to highlight here. Our Vice Chancellor asked me, you read here, our annual Vice Chancellor Manohar Chaskar has been invited as a chief guest to convocation ceremony of the college, which is in Pune. So my sir called me around night. Tomorrow I have a this chief guest. I want to give a speech. Give me some information. I don't have any information. How can I ask, at least give the college name? Then he said college name, and I gone through their website. Their website plbm.in. Now also you can check. With the only help of that website link, this information is prepared, and it is prepared wonderfully that nobody can even expect. That means websites, if information is available, it can be captured beautifully. Okay. So my sir is so happy that how can you gather such information which is truly available, and it is true in that sense. Okay. You can do such things even from DeepSeek or a notebook LM. Okay. Is that clear? This is, if you see left hand side, I think there will be more than, if you can keep scrolling, there will be at least more than 500 to 1000 different things I used every time, and most of the time only for my education and administration, not for personal things. Okay. That much how I use DeepSeek, and because of that we can able to handle single-handedly. I have only one peon and one clerk in my office. You go and ask in Usman University how many they have. 15 members they have. Okay. But still we are doing things in better way. Now I come to, so you can use it anything, and the results will come very, 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 very close to your expectation. Okay. There will be less hallucination, but it is very, very close to, because it has a deep think option which says that it will try to take some time and provide you better results. Now I come to second one. This is called GLM. So if you just type in Google This is available, DeepSeek is available in browser as well as Android app also. So you can download from your mobile also. Whereas GLM, this is at present available only on web browser. Okay, basically it is again China. So their app is available, but on China it is not available here. Why I want to say again and again, they are top notch in innovation. Where a paid user, paid software cannot provide, it will provide you free of cost. So why can't we take it? I have designed my website using this site. This is GLM 5.0. It has outperformed everyone when they release this version. Okay, it have their coding plan and so on. Whoever want to develop too many things, they can buy. Okay, but it is a free version is available that I will show, which is more than sufficient for any of us. This is there. Okay, if you go here, what are all it provides? Here you see AI slides. So it will help you to prepare presentation slides. It will help you to prepare this full stack, means website development. It will provide to write anything, data script, magic, design, everything it is possible. Okay, and there is no limitation. As of now, at least, everything is free. You can access it. How I prepared this presentation? This is the presentation which I have prepared. Whatever I have shown, this one. This presentation. Okay. About DeepSeek, its features, then Notebook LM, how it features. Okay. TwinMind. Anything, whatever it has proposed, it is because of I designed everything using this single AI tool called chatjet.ai, which is GLM. Okay, you simply type GLM in Google, you will come to know. So what I did, you see that the title I have given, abstract I have given, and then I asked I want to give this talk relating whoever people are there and what I want to give, all my ideas. This PPT is not a general PPT. This PPT I can say is exclusively as per my experience and my ideas, because it is not prepared in just one way. It has been prepared in several, combining several things. This is how it look like. So basically it will provide a web-based HTML code is also available. That means this presentation I can kept on my website also free of cost. One can directly access from website. Okay, and you can download this presentation in PDF format or PPT format free of cost. What we do is here, so it will ask here, if you click on this agent, so there are different agents like AI slides. So suppose I'll click AI slides, then it will show here some recommended prompts. Okay, if you don't know, you can take that prompt, and better you give your own prompt. It is not no problem about English, grammar, anything. Your idea is your prompt. Okay, and there are some sample designs which are available. You can check any business design. I usually take education, or I can take this technology. If you see, I have taken this one, that from title itself. Okay, suppose education, you select anything. For example, I'll select this. That means what it says is, whatever these slides are there, it will try to follow this type of format. It will inculcate your information in this format. Okay, so if you don't want, you can use it blank also, right? Then you can, the moment I click here, you see that that document is uploaded here. That means it will try to take in that format. Now you give any information you want, and if you think that some points should be included, you can write it here. Try to include these points in my presentation. These are my some ideas. Otherwise, this usually becomes a general presentation, but no problem. At present, we'll click on this. Then it will take few minutes usually, because it needs to take. Then it will start preparing one slide one by one. If you don't satisfied with a particular slide, you can give edit option and you can say what changes you require. Okay, so until it prepares, we'll go and come back. Here it says that this is thinking. So again, this is good. Why? You will come to know how AI thinks. Okay, how it logically, wherever there is a logic, that means you should think it. So you will see here, I will search for information about knowledge systems, Indian and their integration with technology together. It will try to find from websites, and once it will gather information, then it will prepare one by one slides. Okay, I will visit some of the relevant pages to gather detailed information for these fields and so on. So it takes 1 minute, 2 minutes. Even if it takes 30 minutes, what is our problem, right? Only think one thing: if AI is taking some time, means you are going to get better results. If AI is taking lesser time, that means you are going to get most of the time fake information, hallucination. Okay, of course there are highly paid versions. They combine both time as well as accuracy. Okay, now we'll take some time, let it prepare, we'll come back. Up to that, we go to next one, which I said. So this DeepSeek and GLM I use very frequently. And one disadvantage of this DeepSeek is it doesn't create images. It is only LLM, large language model. It will try to, anything you do, it will try to capture in the form of text. Even it will create you how to prepare a presentation by Canvas design and done. You can use it somewhere, but it cannot give you a direct PDF PPT like that. But there is a trick. It is coding. It is coding expert. So HTML it will create. You can ask a presentation in HTML. It will give. You can use it anywhere. You can download as a PDF. And it is very good at LaTeX Beamer. Whoever know about maths, computer science, it creates LaTeX Beamer. So you can use it presentations. So there are ways you can do presentations from DeepSeek itself. But whereas GLM, it outperforms as of now I have seen. Even I can say there is a notebook LM, but notebook LM is for different purpose. After some time you may get bored by seeing too much visualization of a presentation. I will show some presentations. Okay, so now we go for 5-10 minutes. You can see that how this process is going for a notebook LM, which every student, I urge every student note down. If you want to learn yourself better way, you use notebook LM. You can go and trouble your teacher in asking good questions which you can learn. Okay, you should ask only proper related questions, not to trouble your teacher. Okay, so notebook LM is offered by Google. You can simply type notebook LM. It will ask to log in or sign up. You can log in with your Gmail. It will take to that. Okay, so we have purchased a plus version, which is very cheap. I think around 8,500 per year. As an IQAC director, I need sometime more than free version. Otherwise, if you are a student, a teacher, a free version is more than sufficient. You can prepare 3 presentations per day in notebook LM free of cost. If you think that it is not sufficient, you can buy. Okay, and if you see here, I have prepared several things here, so many things. And what is notebook LM? I'll explain in a minute. Notebook LM is something which is different from all other AI agents or tools. All other will try to take information, if you say, from website, internet, outside your sources. Whereas this notebook LM is designed exclusively to prepare content or anything only based on the sources you have uploaded. So assume that you have uploaded 5 PDF files, or assume that you have uploaded your teacher's lecture notes, and whatever it prepares only based on the information available on that notes. Okay, of course, if there is some theorem, it understands what is that theorem. Okay, it understands whether it is correct or wrong, but it doesn't try to give anything which is not outside your source. So that is one unique feature of this notebook LM. You can, everything you can do it from your closed. For example, in this class, whatever we are having here, whatever I ask only you people. Whatever I am going to, you are going to give the inputs, the result will be based on only your inputs. Is that clear? For example, somebody has asked me a presentation, I have given that prompt, right? So that is one where no other having such feature. And what it do, you click on create new notebook. You can upload 50 files at a time. You can upload PDF, you can upload image, you can upload a link, website link, okay, and you can upload YouTube video, you can upload even something from Drive, you can upload a copied text. You have already copy, some information is there, you don't need to save it in a file and then upload. Simply copy and paste it here. Still it will work. Is that clear? So suppose you upload a file. Let me again, sir has shared me one, Ram Prasad sir has shared me one presentation. So I'll save that, because I want to show it live only. So I'll upload that. Hopefully he can present that presentation. So he has simply prepared a basic Word format, and whatever points are there, I have uploaded that. This is digital education. No problem, sir, if I show it here. Okay. Again, we have to take permissions and so on. We have to follow that. So I have uploaded. Immediately you see that this has some information is given, and you can ask here. Immediately there are some questions like, how do government initiatives like NEP to 2020 promote multilingual learning? If you click on that, again, if somebody he has answered in his presentation, it will answer. Now what is most, that means you can always chat. So the first left hand side is adding sources. If you want to add any source, you can add. If you want to search from website, internet, and get that source inside here, that also you can do it. And the most important one is this right hand side, which is called studio. Every magic happens here. Okay, if you see here, audio overview, this is called like a podcast. So whatever sir has prepared the presentation, two people will be speaking, and you listen, you will wonder that whether I have prepared such a presentation. Suppose whatever presentation I have prepared, if I upload and try to listen that audio now, we will feel so happy that they will talk so nicely about your presentation. That Dr. Reddy is speaking about this, he is speaking that, he is explaining that one, he is highlighting this. And that means before your any session, you try to listen that audio and you can come and speak in that same way. That much advantage it has, audio overview. Then this is called that slide desk, which is slide deck is a use for presentation. There is an edit option, you click here. There are two ways, detailed deck and presentation slides. So the first one is some more text will be there. The second one is more visuals will be there. So if you are confident about a topic, you want to only have key highlights, you select this presenter slide. It is very much useful. Now if you want more text information, then you select that. And if you want, you can give some description also. For example, I want some 3D AI generated images. I want some colors here and there. Whatever you want to say, you can say that. Okay. That is for this prompt. I don't give at present anything. Maybe I'll select this presenter slides. So sir's presentation will be ready maybe in 1 or 2 minutes. Then you can see how different it is. The third one is video overview. They have already released one update which can create a cinematic video type. Based on your topic, it will try to include wherever some topic needs to be explained properly, it will try to create a cinematic type of video. There are mind-based reports, different reports you can find out, okay, summary, study guide, and so on. You can also create, there are quizzes. If you click on quiz, it will create a quiz based only on this topic. And infographics, suppose this, you assume that on this topic you want to prepare a poster which highlights everything. Then you can use this infographics, okay. It also takes few minutes time, it will prepare. And data table. If you have anything which information can be captured in the form of data tables, say suppose you have 200 pages, then you can capture easily using data table. This is how one can use Notebook LM for creating anything, but only from closed sources. Okay. You can create a audio port. You have reached your daily infographic limit. Come back or later. So usually I use 2 emails. So I can take the help of another email also. Okay. But anyhow, it is preparing presentation. I can show that. Right. So far whatever we have discussed, you have any doubts or anything you want to ask? As I said, it started creating that. First slide it has created Indian knowledge systems and technology, bridging ancient wisdom with modern innovation. You see it has created image also. Okay. Then now it will saying that I will create another. So it started creating another one. If you say suppose you don't like something, you can change here. Okay. And this is free of cost. There is no, even you can prepare 50 slides. Notebook LM will prepare maximum 21 slides. So I have to split, if I want more than 21 slides, I have to split into 2 and then I have to merge later. Okay. And it is coding. If you don't bother about coding, HTML, whatever it uses, Python, you don't need to bother about anything because this is its task. What you want is, now you see this, it has prepared second slide, understanding IKS, and it is started preparing third slide. Okay. So if you just leave it your computer for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, yeah, maximum half an hour, your presentation will be ready, provided what you have uploaded is your actual topic. I again and again insist, never ever use any tools for something which is not yours. You use it to refine yourself. You use it to reduce your regular routine task. Okay. So if you want to even prepare a presentation, you prepare of yours only. Okay. You prepare some rough draft, you give your ideas, then ask to refine it. Once this is ready, I will show it. So there are basically, this prepares a best presentation as usually whatever we are seeing so far, professionally created presentations. Okay. Whereas Notebook LM creates a presentation which is almost impossible to create in normal way. So what this GLM gives, if we spend 1 hour, 1 day, 2 days time, we can create such type of things. That means it is very, very close to human perspective. Whereas this Notebook LM, which creates, I will show after that, it is like you will be stunned with the output. It is you cannot even imagine that how it has created. That much algorithms they have. So Google has done excellent work, and they are trying to add one by one feature, which is very, very good. Okay. So this is how to my students I have prepared that presentation. I have simply uploaded this material and I asked at that time, this is how like infographics will be prepared. This is the entire lecture summary of that one lecture. If student want to understand, if they can easily understand from this one slide. Okay. This is how infographics play important role in explaining any topic in visually manner. Why can't we give to students such type of information? Even if your teacher is not giving, now onwards you can take the help of Notebook LM. You have something, you try to visualize, learn yourself. Okay.
My question is, suppose if I ask the same thing after a month, will there be a deviation to what is already generated, or there will be a consistent effort to give the same thing? That is one. Second is that where is this getting saved finally? If I want to get a, same thing to download or to reuse at some point of time, today you are showing this. Where is it finally getting saved?
Yes.
These are the two questions.
Yes. See, basically, if you search today and if you search tomorrow with same title, and by that time if their models are trained better way, you will obviously expect different result. Okay. So obviously after 1 month, even if you use same prompt, it will create in different way. Now also if you ask to design in different way, it will design. The first thing is, as when we click create it, at that time whatever information is there in their training model, based on that it will give the information. If in their training model some information will be updated, after a month if you start prepare the same presentation, you will see the different things. First thing. Now your second question is whether you can download this or not. You can download to your PC, and you can download in the form of PDF and in the form of PPT, where you can edit the things and you can save it anywhere, which is very, very rarely available in any of free versions. So I'll show it here how you can download that. For example, this is ready now. This IKS is ready. We'll just play it and see, sir, you can suggest better whether things are been incorporated or not. Okay. So this is the first title. Then understanding IKS, it has written some vast interdisciplinary body of traditional 5,000 plus years of heritage. Okay, digital technologies for IKS preservation, digital repositories, AI, machine learning, which is very, very crucial while we are translating everything. Online learning platforms like Swayam and so on. And if you see, everything is related to Indian knowledge system. Innovative technology integration, VR, reconstruction, virtual reality, augmented reality, Vedic mathematics, mobile applications, language preservation, data analytics, traditional farming. Challenges and future prospects, it has mentioned some points. These 5 slides, because we asked to prepare 5 slides. So if you feel that it is fine, you can do it, you can download. Or if you want, say, something you want to edit, you can edit here. There is an option here, I think you can see it. There is an edit option. You can edit it, or you can write here. Okay, change slide 1 by whatever you feel like. Then it will change that slide 1 and you can download it. To download, if you simply click on here, there are several options. You can copy link, you can share it with anyone, and they can open that. It will start exporting, and you can also download as PPT. Sometimes this PPT, after downloading, if it is not downloaded properly, it won't work. Okay, but most of the time PPT will also work. Now you see that it has asked to download, and if you click on export as a PPT, it will prepare and you can download. There are no limitations as of now, because maybe after 1 month they may restrict, but it has because it is open source, so most of the time these things are going to remain free. Okay, it is good that it has worked. So now this is the PPT where you can change anything. You see now here you can change anything, and if you want you can add, you can delete. Okay, this image also if you want you can delete, and you can replace your own image. That means everything is editable, and you can download, you can keep it anywhere. And if you don't download also, wherever you log in with your Gmail, then you can download, you can access from there. That means all these presentations I no need to carry. If I just log in with my accounts, I can present anywhere.
Sir, I will ask one ethical question. You showed the photographs, painted thing, nice park and everything, like Oxford it was looking. Many 6-7 girl students were there in journalism. What they told, sir, aapka college dekh ke aa gaya, bathrooms are not nice, rooms are not nice. We are also put digital photographs only. Is it not contradictory, sir, ethically? Sometime when we show, AI can make several wonders. You see actors and they're all bringing the court orders.
I understand,
not
sir.
to use. That is where, do you feel that we are misled or we are cheated or how things are going on? What kind of a restriction should be there in this to show or rather to take a permission? And you might have presented these photographs to NAC or somebody.
No,
it's a very good.
That is what I want to clarify. This is we proposed ideas to Senate members to make our existing buildings to that level. You can see here building a strong university together, proposed ideas. So we started keeping this building to have transforming exterior department grounds into functional learning zones. So that means this is our idea which we presented, that we want to develop our university in this way. We are not used this image to show that this is our school of pharmacy. We have proposed in front of the committee to say that this type of building or infrastructure we want to build and how we can build it.
Sir, one thing,
Yes.
you showed this. As a student, think that I have seen this in your website or I have come and joined.
Yes.
For 2 years also, if you are not painted, what is the situation?
No, see, it is, what is important is, for what purpose I have used it. I have not used it to show that this is our school of pharmacy. Okay, I have not used it to prepare any presentation saying that it is my knowledge I prepared. Wherever I have shown even my prompts. Usually people don't show it. That you use it, anything which can be stand even in front of court. Okay.
Judicial you are asking.
Yes.
Nicely you should use it.
Yes.
Sensibly.
So you should use it not to propagate or not to hallucinate, not to create false information. This, whatever we have created, it is our proposed ideas. So how we want to see that our university will be there maybe at 2047, if not immediately 2027. Okay. Yes, it is not just particular about his intention is about this building. Anything you say nowadays admissions will happen, we start giving advertisement, we unnecessarily create images from AI and try to attract. That is what sir intention. So we should be first of all responsible. It should be true up to 100%. And whatever you are taking the enhance your ideas. Sir, presentation is ready. So at least we'll conclude that with one live. The vernacular bridges scaling digital education in Indian languages. So you see that it is not at all possible to create, at least for me, what Notebook LM has created. Okay?
Sir,
Without.
Sorry for the interruption, sir. I am Dr. Shekhar Pasaragunda, Assistant Professor in Education from Government IAS Masabtang. So what is my question, sir? Now present we are utilizing in statistical software tools, SPSS, R and JLM, so SAS, MATLAB, so many are here. So we can implement in GLM 5.0, sir. Is it possible?
Yes,
that is my question. Thank
GLM
you, sir.
and DeepSeek understand wherever there is a Python or R programming, they are freely available. R programming and Python and SPSS, these things are paid softwares. GLM, DeepSeek, they all understand Python. So you need some training, but you can do it. Whatever you can do it from SPSS, you can do it from here also. So this is how it has created. I don't know, sir, you can check whether your information is nicely, and we have not given any extra comment. You can see here that last at the end, there is a logo called Notebook LM. Okay. Always try to keep that logo. You don't try to crop and project as if you have created. If somebody help you to create, you have to acknowledge that we should say thanks to Notebook LM for creating such beautiful presentation.
So my question is this much only. In case of a PhD research and the thesis writing, how long we can depend, how much we can depend AI ethically?
Yes. So I also, there are some tools which I have mentioned in my presentation regarding especially research, sir. You never use any AI tool to write your abstract, write your proof, or write your some statement is their methodology. What you use AI, how you can use AI in research, if I want to say in 1 minute. First thing is you identify some area. Then you don't know which direction already work has happened. So literature review, you can use AI to find out literature review. Nobody else can provide you that much literature. Okay, so you should know exactly what work has done and what is remaining, so that you can focus on that remaining. Then second one, you want to say, suppose you have 4 to 5 papers which are good. You feel that you want to read that. Okay, you can first, before reading one by one, you can use Notebook LM, for example, to upload those papers and ask to summarize the things, and whether you are connected to that particular those papers or not, whether I can go further to read those papers or not. Prepare, use, and later, after getting your ideas, you start working on it. Suppose you have prepared a rough draft. You have prepared some abstract, introduction, everything into your own understanding, language, everything. Now, go to any useful AI tools, for example, Gemini, DeepSeek, or anything. You say that this is my abstract, how I can improve professionally by keeping my ideas intact. Okay? And there, plagiarism won't come. It will try to highlight your work and it will give you, but what it will comes is called AI text detection, AI text generated detection. Again, Gemini, some other tools will help you to break the AI text generation to human text generation, because AI uses some algorithm type of words, sentence writing. I have explicitly checked that before coming to this conference only. Here I use Gemini and asked about what about if I generate my ideas. It won't come under plagiarism, but it will come under text generated. But again, how you can break that? It is also has given some ideas. You can use it, but never ever take it, copy as it is and paste it. You will be given as 100% text generated.
But the question is rising, whatever we are asking for the random picture of what I am going to be work. Some works are just, for example, ChatGPT is managing and manipulating and giving the titles of work. Those works not existing anywhere. Like this issue, the early.
You have to, I understood, whatever AI is generated, you should not blindly believe or take ahead. There is something called a golden principle, re-verify it. As you said, some image, some citation, some publications, something doesn't exist, it will try to, that is called hallucination. Ullu bolte na? So you have to be very careful. As I said, even though I am using AI, but as sir said, I spend lots of hours to get such results. Whatever you are sitting here and seeing, it is not as easy. You understand that. There are lots of time you have to spend. You have to go through each and every line, verify it, re-verify it, then confirm it. Okay, so nothing is there which comes handy. Whatever I have shown here, it is not like you will be creating everything here. What I am doing from last 1 year, today I am able to show these things. But start using it. You use, if you ask me, you use Notebook LM, you use DeepSeek, okay? These two tools you start using it. And then you can, slowly you will improve. Madam, last only 1 second, which if you don't mind. There is one called Twin Mind, okay? Which is very, very useful for students as well as teachers as well as administrators. Why? You assume that you are sitting in class, okay, and you are listening to the teacher. You want to capture what he is saying and see later. You can use that. And I, as a teacher, I am presenting in front of you. I want to know whether I am presenting properly or not, whether I am using any fillers, whether I am taking any break, whether my way of presenting is proper or not. I can improve myself.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us such a wonderful insights on AI, different tools of AI. We actually know how to give the questions to the AI and just we will ask the answers. But you want us to be master for ourselves and you make AI as an assistant. Thank you so much, sir. And now invite our director, MRC Usmania University, Raghupati sir, to felicitate Surendranath sir.